Today we're in Dublin, Ireland.
After a quick flight from Edinburgh, we are now in Dublin. We don't really know what to expect here, but we've heard great things, so we're kind of excited.
We're starting across the river from the customs house and we're taking you along with us.
Walking around the city is actually really easy, and they have this really cute walkway right along the river, which we're enjoying, but we're going to be zigzagging back and forth across the river today to see some of the things that we really wanted to see. Transportation around the city is actually really easy. You can take a bus, a tram, taxi. They've got just about everything here. The first stop we have is something called the Spire. We don't really know a whole lot about it, but we do know that it's very popular. There's a lot of people around it.
Let's go check it out.
The spire was part of a construction that was designed to help O'Connell Street and improve the pedestrian traffic in this area.
If you go in any direction on any one of these streets, you're either going to be running into shopping areas or heading back towards the river or heading back towards the center of Dublin. So it's a good marking point.
And easy to find. The river that runs through Dublin is the Liffey River. It's a good point of reference if you're walking around Dublin. And since we're going to be zigzagging back and forth across the river, we're going to go find a bridge to cross right now. We also want to take some time to walk along the riverside. Part of the reason for this is because there is a boardwalk that runs along this portion of the river. On this part of the boardwalk, there's actually a place you can sit and grab a quick bite to eat. This part of the boardwalk also has different areas where you can catch a boat, sit down, relax, and watch some of the birds. Another thing we just learned is that one of the things that they have available here on the river is canoe tours.
Check out these guys out on the river.
We don't know exactly how to rent one of these canoes. If you do, we'd love to hear about it. Leave a comment below. The bridge we decided we wanted to cross is nicknamed the Ha'penny Bridge or Ha'penny Bridge. When it comes down to it, the official name is the Leaf Bridge. It's named after the river it crosses. However, for the sake of our story, the reason we wanted to come across this bridge is what follows after the bridge, and that's going to be Merchant's Arch. Walking down this narrow street gives you access to a very popular part of Dublin.
First thing we found was a Hanley's Gourmet Hot Dogs, which has hot dogs in a variety of different amazing styles. But what we came for was the pasties. These are called pasties, but if you really look at them, do they remind you of anything that we've had before in previous videos?
Inside it looks like it's maybe almost like a pot pie inside of a small little pastry. We kind of think they look like kind of like an empanada.
They definitely make things similar to this all over the world, and you know, if you've seen any of our other videos, you know we love these. So we're looking forward to trying an Irish pasty. Normally I like to let Cindy have the first bite,
but these are so piping hot that we decided Eddie was going to try it first.
Also, that means I'm getting the crusty part, save her the meaty center. Wow.
I don't think we told you we opted to get the lamb version, and so this is a lamb traditional.
I was not planning on that flavor. That is something amazing. Traditional lamb is on top of the world.
Really good.
Every pasty has onion and potato in it, but this one also has the traditional lamb flavor. This street is chock full of traditional Irish bars, but we came down this way for something very specific. We are going to the Temple Bar.
Named after the siblings Lady Martha and Sir William Temple, this bar district has a couple of different pubs that were really interesting for us to visit. The one that we decided to go into happens to be one of the most popular ones, and it also happened to have some live music while we were there. So we were able to enjoy a couple of refreshing drinks, live music, and some amazing decorations. Overall, we had a really good time. The next thing we want to do is make our way over to Millennium Bridge, cross the river, walk down the river, and come back across the river again across Grattan Bridge.
These really cute walkways along the river are ideal for having a nice leisurely day.
This is one of the rare days that Ireland has a lot of sun.
Yeah.
So,
we're not complaining. We're loving it.
Which means it's actually warm enough for us to be able to walk around in t-shirts and shorts and enjoy it at the beginning of September. Wow, these streets are amazing, aren't they?
So cute.
this is the Dublin Castle.
As soon as you walk through the gate, they've got a map as well as prices of how much it costs to get in here. For the sake of time and money, we're not actually going to go inside of here, but what we've seen online is this is a very popular and very well decorated castle. We'll have to save that for our future trip and make it an exclusive video.
What are we crossing over? A koi pond.
Wow, look at them. They're cute.
Out the exit, we're going to turn left.
Cindy and I have a tendency to do a lot of walking, but the city does have bicycles available to rent if you want them.
Where are we headed now?
I think that would be my place.
It's not really, but I did like the name. Let's keep going.
It's a beautiful church, and of course they have this little footbridge. Yeah, naturally we wanted to walk under it. We're literally just walking around getting lost out here. These houses are so cute. That street is so adorable. We really want to live there. It's just like...
One day, maybe.
Oh, look. What is that? It's a church of some sort. They have a wall. We just ran into it. We don't even know what it is. They've got stuff, castle stuff. That is a church back there, but this is the Dublin city wall and gate from 1240 AD. This is really awesome. And we kind of just happened upon it as we were making our self-tour. I really want to get a close-up of this interior part. I really wish we could go through there. Looks like this is the end of the wall. They have stairs going up to it, and it's open. Of course, Cindy's taking pictures for her Instagram. Very cute little park.
We're now heading back towards the river because we're going to cross it one more time to go to our next destination. We almost stopped here. It was something we just wanted to do, but we have something in mind that we have been wanting to do for a very long time, so we might go back there later. First, check out this next popular tourist destination right here in the heart of Dublin. What we're going to do next is take a tour through the Jameson Distillery. Before the tour starts, there's a couple of things you might want to know about.
How exciting!
First of all, even though this is not an active working distillery, they do have a lot of liquor here, so just be aware of that. Second, some tours do include tastings as well as a complimentary drink. Third, if you want a tour, you can either get your tickets online or go straight back through the reception area towards the back where they will have the ticket sales location. Fourth, you don't have to take a tour in order to get a drink. They do have a bar. Fifth, the tour is actually upstairs. Sixth, the tour is about the history as well as the complexity of making whiskey right here in Jameson. And seventh, not only was our tour guide very informative, she was actually quite entertaining. We had a good time while learning a lot.
Our story has lots of characters, but there's only one founding father.
That was an awesome tour.
Very educational, so much information, not just about distilling, but also about the history of Ireland. So we did learn a lot.
It was great.
Now we're going to continue on. We've got a couple more things to see.
The next place we're going to is actually the Guinness Storehouse. So we decided we wanted to walk there because it wasn't that far away. We're heading towards the river, crossing over that, and going to the other side one last time for the day. Of course, there are easier ways to get there. We just happen to enjoy walking, and since we're budget travelers, this really is the best way for us. Plus, we get to see a little bit more of the city than you would if you drove.
That's where we're going.
And here's an example of why. We wouldn't have seen that horse and buggy if we were zipping around in a car. There are other reasons as well, like being able to eat the food we want to eat because we burn off the extra calories. So we made it to the famous Guinness factory, but we ran into a problem when we tried to get in.
You'll want to go online to get your tours, book them ahead of time because they fill up pretty quick. We're not able to go in and take a tour. We didn't have enough time today to go and schedule one anyway.
That's okay.
But that's okay.
Dublin is one of those cities that you can get Guinness anywhere. They practically drive it around in tanker trucks.
Today we really wanted to go and try and catch a tour. Didn't work out this time. That's not going to slow us down. Even though we needed to have tickets in order to get into the Gravity Bar, there are a couple other Guinness breweries around the corner. This one, for example, behind us is an open door brewery. They do 16
Craft
or 17
beers.
different varieties of Guinness as craft beers. So don't feel disheartened if you're only here for a short period of time like us. Just pick a place, go and have a good time. That's what it's really about here in Dublin.
And he did say that this one is actually one of 8 bars that Guinness owns in this area. So you have your choice. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you.
And stay tuned as we continue to travel around the world, taking you along with us. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so that you can continue to follow along with us as we continue on this adventure.
And as always, squeeze the day and be well.